Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Genuinely cool to see, especially after what happened. Quarterback from the team.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 4.
Like a big massive cross. I mean, there was one play he made a move to pass that the highlight was there. After that cover 2 conversation, he actually brought up in the front pass. He knew what was going to happen. Classic Aaron. Once again, classic Aaron. And he did it perfect. I mean, the entire play shows you, like, what's the guy?
They go play action now. Jackson
in the middle of the field. Like,
and that's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it's 3rd and 4. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Well, they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And they would just
Jackson from the shotgun.
And he was just looking left to right.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Look to the left, come back to the right. Or, I mean, the amount of times they threw the fast coach. I mean, one of them was on there with Mike Williams. But he also hit Garrett Wilson on a filthy back shoulder.
Changing the look.
It's one of those things where, as a fan of the Patriots, there was nothing you could do. Like,
a first down carry for Henry.
He's going to do this to a lot of teams that they
take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of this caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2.
It's almost like a little pump. Yeah, because if you're looking at that, you see him turn your head, okay, I'm not going to go because this is classic Aaron Rodgers.
Now Jackson.
You can't help it if you lean. If you lean, that literally
this one's going to stand on him a bit. And it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage, as he just did it on that one, force the incompletion? That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looks like they'll move things around here.
The high-end quarterback play, I think, is going to showcase itself this season, maybe more so than it ever has in the past. And then also, just like Kickers are going to showcase
and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Top off the Justin, I believe it's for the Broncos next. Yeah, for Mexico. Which I mean, things are looking pretty good. The Broncos are going to get figured out a bunch of different
play action. Now Jackson.
And everything else, but
he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. Well, these two teams met in Vegas earlier in the season with the Raiders winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
He was there as well. And Gary was there. Yeah, Gary was there. if I for Patriots, that's our Garrett for
To throw is Jackson.
Kind of swayed me, and I should have told you this. I didn't know.
A.J. Brown, his sixth touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signal to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
I think there's some people that are taking some shots at Fireman. I like the fact Fireman has been on a program. I've family that are
and a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Whenever you need them and they show up, they will. But during every holiday, basically, they are leaving. Now, you speak to Deepers and Pages. We know not to use them.
No,
but now, so I got
so first and 10 now from the 30.
Away from them whenever people need it. And
Willis.
he's got his basketball, and that whole stadium is behind him. That whole, they're almost probably
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Shotgun snap to Willis. Open man here is Benson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Yeah, I mean, that first drive, you brought it up too. Even though they had the punts, I think we all kind of saw the way that ball was coming out of his hand, and it was one of those things like, son of a bitch, this is the game.
Gonzo Flu couldn't catch that ball.
I mean, that ball to Garrett Wilson was asinine. I mean, you can't play that any perfect. If you told me before the game, like, Garrett Wilson had 33 yards, I would have thought maybe we had a chance, but that's why Aaron did.
The Chiefs at 1-10 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
It always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful. I expect them to do just that.
And he finds a way to do it. Like, it's pretty hard to force
from the 46, here's 2nd and 4.
Gonzo, and the Gonzo flu is real. He was following Garrett Wilson all over the field. He only had
now Willis to throw.
The first half. The stack came through.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson and Debo. And the Raiders are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
Aaron Rodgers makes that throw, maybe against, Josh Allen or Tua, there might be a chance that Gonzo gets there, but I mean, it's a perfectly placed ball, and the Patriots are just first in line of the Aaron Rodgers revenge tour, and this is what the reality of the Jets is now, and it's disgusting as Patriots.
Oh, it's honored the Aaron Rodgers revenge tour.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
What time? Who's coming next time? Who's coming?
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7. Leaves it with a 2nd and 3.
Next receivers help spread the defense out. They were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now Jackson going to shift him around.
In the middle of literally the greatest run in women's college softball history, the 4th straight national championship.
2nd and 3.
2:05 Eastern.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Nico Collins, the intended receiver, and it's third and short. You talk about this Chiefs defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
I'm the best they got this. Sure, Dennison's favorite. Can't wait for that. SID at Oklahoma. I don't know if he's a fan of the program.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, they're dialing in, I guess. Because they know big. What's the spread?
Jackson.
I just said SID.
This throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to learn the taunting rule, but I guarantee quietly has told him, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
You know who he is.
I'm a big fan of Colt. He's got 11 tackles a game this full of the season. I mean, he is going bonkers, still doing his thing. Can't stop bombing. Can't stop bombing. You put him on top?
From the gun, it's Jackson.
It's got SEC game, bro.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. So right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Jackson now. And now look at this. Big game, but fumble. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the talent you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Following the fumble recovery, Willis sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10.
I believe. I don't know if it made it in time because the stats are just... Look at this. These are all the interesting stats about...
Back to throw, Willis.
Last night and everything in the
throwing the out route incomplete. That's Benson. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I'm a baseball expert, and I probably should have known Shohei
Play action, here's Willis. And down he goes. Brought down the Raiders side. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
The Dodgers will always be able to go out and kind of, they're very similar to how the Yankees used to be. The best players in baseball want to go play there. So they'll always
early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Guy doing this at the plate, like, I don't know if you need him to fix. And then you don't have to worry about him potentially hurting his elbow and shortening his career. Like, what he's been able to do this year just as a DH, like, I mean, if you can just ask him to lock in on one side of the field, and he doesn't have to worry about pitching at all, like, I mean, he's unbelievable, but I don't know if he should. Like, and it's tough. Go ahead. I was just going to say, it's tough because he's so talented.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
If he has to have Tommy John surgery again, you know, who knows? Like, that's a lot of ifs, ands, or buts, but...
After the interception, here's Jackson. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
We're talking about right now. And look, that's baseball. I'm not a big baseball guy. He normally called the Jet, and the Jet actually hit me up on Sunday.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Mic'd up with Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. And it was like a lower third round.
Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football.
I actually can't wait to watch
as
this
they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Operation much. You know, that isn't something that really happens. Alex Smith used to play there. And then right under that, it said like Dodgers Braves maybe.
Yeah,
I forget what it was.
Yep. Dodgers Braves.
Dodgers Braves thing. So I put the picture up on X and I said I just can't wait to watch this. And I said not the baseball. Obviously. And it was. I didn't mean it as a shot when they sent it out there. I was just trying to like hype up Alex Smith's segment. That's what I was, because I'm an Alex Smith fan. And then obviously the baseball people took it as a shot. And then I can expect them passing. And I go, I didn't mean it as a shot. I was just like, you know, journalistic stuff.
This is taken into the field. He will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. George Pickens, 42 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something, when you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your turkey ball games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
It was in Miami, and there was actually
and makes it across the 20 as these guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, well, but also like the market stuff. But there was a they want to rush and hey, do something that nobody's ever done. Yeah, it's cool. Only way to do it. But there was an awesome moment last night too. After Shohei already had 2 overs, and you know the getting their ass beat, and someone asked their man.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback.
This is another interception, his 3rd of the game. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The floater. What if the guy would have gone underhand floater?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I don't think so. I think Shohei probably goes back foot like
Jackson going to change things up a bit.
Into a home run.
He's so good, dude.
Henry up the middle.
I don't know how anybody watches it.
He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right in the yard. Now they'll audible to something else.
I think it's good for baseball as a whole. Legit.
Henry again on 2nd down. He has met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
It's kind of the same thing. He's a gamer, so he always shows up in the playoffs. Like that's why if you are a very casual baseball fan, I would encourage him
as he releases it. That throw incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Joe, I thought he was off to a hot start.
Like 8 months ago.
Oh, he's not good anymore? Great player on the Fire. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, he was hitting like 800 in the first 10 games when they were in the
Wasn't Jerry Jones the guy?
This time Jackson will throw it.
He came back.
He bats it away and it falls down incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, do you know that the owner of the Red Wings owns the Tigers? Also owns Little Caesars. And also, get this.
Here's Jackson.
What?
That's going to be a touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point try now for Moody.
He was talking about Little Caesars, not Crazy.
And it is now 21-0.
No, it's not. They don't do that.
Yeah, but that's like a joke. Like, you understand that that's a joke. There's other categories.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
You know, like, it's like Phil Mickelson. Like,
now a hit, loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. You know, it's great to be a Pro Bowl quarterback, all-pro wide receiver. Those guys get all the endorsements. But we've seen a lot of guys carve out a great career as a special teams ace.
And it's one of the most important parts of the game. We can talk offense and defense all we want, but the third phase, special teams, that can be the difference between winning and losing. And how about the big play created here? Big-time effort, and that can help his team.
Second straight week, he's forced a fumble. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Lamar Jackson, a 23-yard run. And the Raiders continue to pull away here this first half. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0 Charles.
And this defense, they just look completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them, so I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
And these guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's talk about this. Hey, hold on. Let's talk about this. I haven't seen you at this point. What's the sequel going to be?
The sequel is all going to be about his resurrection and his ascension.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hand.
And he caught down, and the Raiders pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. Your mates all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Inside handoff, Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
USC Michigan's a huge run. I mean, tonight, Stanford goes into
now Lamar changing the play.
It's super weird to be a conference game, but yeah, there's a ton. It's like, hey, we're finally starting. Like Cal, who is Cal at this week? Oh, top of my head. Sorry, I can't remember off the top of my head.
Now on
like,
third and long, they'll look to throw.
It's
Utah will be incomplete.
They certainly had a good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
This one here, Heupel's coming back for the first time, since like 2014, and I guess I don't know if there still is, but I'm learning as we go. There's some real sauce. You know, there's some feelings. There was some feelings in that entire thing. So obviously this is a natural rivalry taking place because of who's leading the Tennessee team. But with this Venables-led squad, like this national prominence now since Venables has got there to Tennessee. So these new rivalries are being.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now, Texas plays Louisiana Monroe, and obviously the massive storyline out of that is Louisiana Monroe coach that, you know, we got a couple of boys on the team that played against Oratory and India. So we're not really worried about that.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Texas, which has 5 stars everywhere. This team, and it's going to become a conversation point, I think, in college football, mostly because all the people that are like the face of college football are kind of reiterating the same thing. The depth of Texas, the depth of some of these schools is so apparent. And like the Arch Manning story, obviously we've chatted about it in abundance because Manning, so obviously we're going to talk about it because, you know, football family, football royalty that we know well. And I think I met Arch when he was just a little boy.
Now it's Jackson.
I'm actually shaping this man's hand. And he's just a little boy.
It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
If you think about it,
The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs.
And then he was the number 1 Heisman guy. Yep. Okay, he's an all-time favorite for the Heisman. He was the number 1 quarterback coming out of college next year. Then Arch Manning goes in after he goes.
Here's Willis. He finds his man complete. That's Benson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
You might have played him. Okay.
Willis looking to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already? They're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
Now they'll change things up.
I'm all good, and he's just taking this as like valuable reps, pretty much.
They begin with Henry.
I think they really want Arch to look like.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
That's not going to change it. They still are very much, and they're big fans of who you.
They keep it with Henry on first down.
It is a good problem for them to have, but it is going to get loud.
Shreds it with a stiff arm. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Let's just move on. Which is like classic football stuff. I love it, AJ. Because
from the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
After last year, whatever he didn't play last year. It's like, that money could be gigantic. Instead, I know they don't need it. I get it, that whole thing. But it's still like the opportunity just to sit, chill, develop, run. Let's not be in a rush here. Like, that's what
here's Jackson to throw.
Shit out,
Touchdown! A.J. Brown, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Raiders have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
But with Arch, the fact that now he's thrusting here.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now.
There's no like tension or stress there. The more pressure is going to be on the Sarge.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
If he doesn't throw 100%, complete 100% of his passes and throw for 6 touchdowns a game, there's going to be moments when people are going to be calling for Arch. He's got to keep winning, I guess.
And he returns this to the 22.
Problem, it's just a situation that's the deal.
It's a reality of the situation. Reality is that is in the modern world, but I think from within the team, within the locker room, within like friends, family, of all situations, everybody understands what the deal is. You know, everybody is on board. And when you
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Like
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A little jet sweep to start the drive.
Which is cool. And that's why a lot of people like this Texas team.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
That feels like a very NFL type mindset too, because in college
To throw, here's Willis. That's into the hands of Chosen. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Yeah, I mean, all these people, I guess, just hang over or whatever. But
it's more so the person that came in took the job from the person that got hurt. You can still, whoever comes in, they got to play well.
That's caught by Chosen. And just shutting him off there. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I will say the source
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll get it forward to him on a touch pass. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
Had to go to the state of Ohio so he could get $1 million because Texas wasn't allowing him. So that's literally why he chose Ohio State.
To throw, here's Willis. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
As a mentor, Quinn has been awesome to Art.
Yeah, and you know that matters. Like if the backup hates the starter, and there's this
drive for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Instead, I assume, even though he is not the starter, like at some point there's going to be a question of hopes about it, and he's going to, I think, reiterate the fact that his opinions at that time. Like,
so we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Him runs 20 miles an hour is crazy. As a man, nuts.
What are his deals?
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Now a hit and a loose football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Willis looks to pass it here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They do go for this. Here's Willis. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lamar changing the look.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I lost 50 pounds and gained $1,900.
This is more, and the little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A spicy honey pepper pimento chicken sandwich is that extra hot. You're going to get that sweetness of the honey, and then you're going to get the heat from the spicy filet. The pairing is perfect.
Now it's Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Real juicy flavor. The future of soda is now, and it's called coffee. Coffee. Soda's back.
The following program is a collection of students talking about happenings in the sports world. It is meant to be comedic informative. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their boss, or ESPN. There might be some tough words because that's how students use the real world talk. If you are young, please think perspective before watching any further.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. They've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
We are very, very good.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
On Major Hawk said that Pat Smith is more of Oklahoma. If anyone favors Oklahoma,
Throw right side.
Come on, out there.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Nico Collins from 6 yards away. And the Raiders have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Now Moody for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
I'm very grateful for it.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
Obviously, I'm going to be doing some light ranching in this thing a little bit later around time, and I'm very grateful. I believe this is...
and able to get this out to the 25.
Sure. Right here, worn by the best, it says. I don't know what that means. And this is it's a Sager Drink Company.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers, they've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, it all just talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Yes, it is. Now, I know, moving back to the NFL stuff, what's this private equity situation? Do you know exactly what's going on? This private equity group can buy 10% up to 12 teams or something. Do you know any more about this?
Now this time, Willis throwing it. And he takes a shot on the
What is the
release.
pass interference at, my guy?
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Open man here is Benson. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Now Willis on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Now, not every team's going to be able to do this because the percentage of ownership, who has majority ownership, who's the acting leader, who's not.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Of separation between majority percentage of ownership versus not. If they can settle at 10%,
a shotgun handoff to Henry. 106 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Feels like it's the right move for the man. As soon as I heard about it, I thought at first.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
But they're certainly not shy away from throwing the football. They leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, but that last one earning them a new set of downs.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out, and the Raiders just continue to roll. Extra point try now for Moody. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
Guess what my team is playing, my team.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
On both sides, I thought about giving, because our company, owned 100%, so there's been a lot of investment.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise this won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Even if we lose cover 2, this league is still going to
Yeah, hopefully don't. I don't know if any of these private equity groups.
The third quarter action from Kansas City, second down and 10. Shotgun snap to Willis. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. That's Benson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Willis.
And all these things are what makes
They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Jim was probably sick of it. He was sick of opening his Instagram and seeing all these half-naked people hopping in their cold pants. He's like, you can wear your clothes. It's the same temperature. Like, if your khakis hit the water, it's still going to be just as cold as if you weren't.
Jackson now.
So, why do I got to see Dana White, Joe Rogan?
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Chiefs are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Okay, you know, a little soreness or dryness, the metabolism can speed up, so everything's fast. So, you have your ass in some ice, shortness on the internet, you're about to do it. Dana White had it snowing on him. Did you see that?
What?
He was in a cold car inside, and it was snowing on him while he was in there.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And they'll get him down up past the 15. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, I learned more about the world through Monty Bucks than anything else. Greenland actually ice. Iceland actually nice. Yeah. You know, that is entirely, but yeah, the cold tub's real deal. I need to get one. It is starting to heat up quick, especially with this heavy box I got on here. You know, this thing is not a lot of.
Willis looking to throw it. He finds his man complete. That's Benson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line.
Yeah, everybody I talked to is very excited about the weekend. I don't know if this is what normal football weekend is, but so just the campus is like
the slant. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down.
I think people are excited about the senior we're excited about. The first game in the SEC, I think there is a palpable buzz around Norman here, and
Willis is going to throw once more. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going. Here's 2nd and 10. Willis will look to throw it.
It just depends.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
You know, they say this is God's country, and it felt like the wind was kind of, radiate a little bit of a heavenly spirit from it. But it does feel great out here. It's going like a college football movie. It's also like,
they go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
After campus.
It's a bummer how it's about to do. Boy, those Tennessee boys are rolling right now. Yeah.
You think Stutzman's going to let that happen?
I think Stutzman is going to put some unbelievable
throwing is Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I think these boys are going to show up for him, and I'm not going to try to say the quarterback's name from Tennessee. Boom. That guy, I think he's going to put on for his.
Running from the gun with Henry. Breaks through the contact. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
I think it's really hard to talk to anybody from the Oklahoma football.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Tried to talk about it the last time. I think
they're locked in.
Coach Saban been able to accomplish a lot. Has somehow managed to be able to have conversations. Kirby Smart accomplished a lot. Has somehow managed to be able to, do some things. Dabo going out has
the Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
It's
been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
They're super locked in and focusing. They have a way of doing things, and that's okay.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That game is incredibly cool. So, yeah, there's a lot of that, but as football fans, you can feel that. And we're chasing it more.
Football town, another thing is back there.
Now Willis.
Jordan Love, I hear was fantastic. So,
flush to his right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
What else you hear about? Is he actually taking the rest? So LaFleur was very tongue-in-cheek about what he did in practice, with like how limited he was in
here's team. Willis now off the play fake.
I think a lot of people still think
outright caught by Chosen. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38.
He feels much better. He feels ready to go, and there's not the potential for him to hurt that knee more than it's already hurt. I think there's
Willis.
A very good chance that he actually is going to go.
And his throw here is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So that was the thing I was watching on this film. He was able to jog forward straight line with that brace on. But you saw him, like, he didn't plant on his left foot as he was throwing there. So I was wondering if the side-to-side was potentially an issue or the twisting was an issue. But he's off at one leg here.
What did you do, MCL? Yeah. Guys, a freaking fact he's jumping one leg at side to side. That is when the computer makes MCL side to side.
Now Willis to throw.
Huge idea. That's why when they showed that clip against Rome, he's
right on open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
Willis now off of play action. That is caught. That is going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders 19.
Yeah, that's the lesson there. Is this the play from the
Back to throw, Willis.
There wasn't like a full short on that.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Wait, you know, to get your guy back, but if he comes back this weekend, what a dog, an absolute dog.
Yeah. Ty, what do you think? Do you want him back, obviously, as a long-time Packer fan?
I mean, I don't know. It's tough.
They go play action with Willis. He'll buy some time right.
You always say, like, well, hey, if he's not going to
And someone will make sure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me. Very nice. They haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They can go back out there and have Malik Willis complete 10 passes and beat the Titans. Like, I feel, you know, you look at the
from midfield now. Here's Jackson. This one left side caught by Collins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A good position to be in here, second and inches.
If he feels good and you leave it up to him, I think, you know, let it rip.
Jackson from the shotgun.
Oh, no.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Nolan Smith racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
So concerned with the management. I know they absolutely go the opposite.
On third down, Henry. Fighting off the defender. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Durable, tough guy as well. And his team, I'm the leader of this team. Just like everything the Packers fans have come to expect at quarterback position.
Here's Jackson.
I really like
He's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Matt lost his mind. Matt lost his mind. Had to leave. Let's settle with it. See, I'm out of here. I'm not doing this anymore. Matt quit. Matt quit the show because of everything that happened. And now we're looking back on that. It's like he's tough, he's great, he's talented, he's a leader.
Now Willis to throw.
And hey, there's
Pittsburgh situation. We talked about the
we've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
So they haven't won over anybody in that locker room through any of the past experiences. Russell Wilson, Justin Fields, same exact situation going into Pittsburgh. Like, Russell Wilson obviously been around longer. The boys in the locker room have certainly seen him do more. They've seen his sandwiches. They've seen the let's ride. They've seen obviously with the Legion of Boom whenever he was winning. And Justin Fields, I don't know as much.
This is caught by Tucker. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
One of his best things is he throws a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful deep ball, which is what George Pickens does best. But they started that in camp. Like because of the Russ injury, when he first reported and didn't even practice for the first 3 weeks of camp or whatever it was, like Justin Fields was their quarterback all of camp. So all of these guys got used to Justin Fields and got comfortable with Justin Fields.
Willis now on play action. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one at the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Really good, even though it hasn't.
The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that. You come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
So no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick.
It's going to piss the team off potentially, and then it's going to piss Justin Fields off and all that.
And all the Chiefs have it. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here.
They would love to see a little bit more scoring, but I think they can see it too because they're running the ball and playing defense, and that's Pittsburgh Steelers football. So if you do that,
it's a play fake. Here's Willis. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Thank you, Joe. That wasn't like a murder scene. That wasn't like a kind of
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
I go to a lot of places, you know, when I travel. I watch.
Now Jackson going to shift him around.
It is a must-watch. Obviously, if there's a game on, you watch the game. But if there's nothing on, catch at least 30 minutes or
now it looks like he'll throw here.
And then immediately realize, like, okay,
that'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
14,015 kilos. That's again probably 50 kilos. Florio found him himself.
What was the grab and what was the thrust? Was it too different?
I think it was the grass.
I think it was 70. It was 70.
I would ask for
second down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
I mean, coaches get to see his ears set up, like, you know, So I don't know if that's exactly in the rule book, that graphic language, but I do understand. I think you should fight for that. As coach gets his ears plugged in. Pat, what's going on over there?
Yeah, coach has heard all that, boys.
After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10.
I've always been impressed with the boys with their professionalism.
Well, boom! So, Derek Carr was just fined $14,000 for a celebration.
One final try here for Willis.
He did what kicked his leg in the way.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the Raiders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Raiders, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Field was so steep when you were standing on the sidelines you could only barely see the head of the people on the other sideline. And they had Thomas Lott playing quarterback. Overstreet was one of the back. And I was coaching the secondary at West Virginia, your West Virginia team. Come on. All right, and so I got Jerry Holmes playing free safety and Cedric King's a strong safety, and we're trying to feather the quarterback on the loaded option. And I say, Cedric, you got to take the pitch from the right lane of the quarterback. And he tells me on the headset, Coach, they got more men's out here than we got. A little bigger, a little stronger, a little faster, enough I can't see over. Yeah, the wagon was rolling that day. The wagon was rolling. How do you feel about it tomorrow? So obviously what Coach Heupel's doing is massive. And Coach Heupel's story is a big one leading into this. For Oklahoma's first SEC matchup, they're taking on Oklahoma Sooner legend, who in 2014 leaves here, gets fired from here. And they're saying there's a little extra juice in Heupel's mindset. Does that play into the factor of the game at all, you think, or no? Well, I'm sure that, I've been in situations where I've been fired before and went back and played in those situations, or left and had to go back in those situations. I think to you, maybe personally, there's something there, but then